A related story. Now, the government is on the spot over the new university funding model, with stakeholders calling for a review of that new system. Students and parents have raised concerns over the banding model, saying it is likely to lock out many students. It's NTV's Margaret Kimathi with the latest.
The new university funding model has continued to receive backlash from Kenyans who are terming it unreasonable, urging the government to revert to the old model. NARC Kenya leader Martha Karua has criticized the newly introduced university funding model, saying it hinders Kenyan students from enjoying their right to education. Speaking to the media on Thursday, Karua described the funding model as a betrayal to Kenyan students, saying that implementing the model without proper public involvement not only violates the constitution, but is also discriminatory.
We must now reject this new oppressive university funding model placed on the shoulders of our students and their families. It represents an attempt to extract wealth from the most vulnerable and to consequently deepen the economic divide in our society. The right to dignity is being eroded daily, and perhaps most egregiously, the right to education is being sacrificed at the altar of crony capitalism.
Chief Justice Martha Koome had earlier noted the challenges faced by students who, despite meeting the qualifications for university admission, are unable to afford the fees. Speaking during the NCCK 65th General Assembly, Koome said education should be made free by consolidating governors' and MPs' bursaries.
That a child who has qualified to go to the university can be there crying, saying, look, I've been put in bad 5. Is it bad 5? When I ought to be in bad 1, and therefore I cannot afford to go to the university. All those bursaries, how are they disbursed? Why wouldn't you put them in education and make education free for all?
University students have cited the escalating cost of education as a significant barrier. Mwangi Mohia from Mary University highlighted the financial strain faced by students and their families, stressing that many are struggling to continue with their studies and complete their degrees.
Mimi naingia dhadia, naweza prefer the pre-model already tulikuwa nayo. Wacha yenye imekuja. Hii yenye imekuja ni complicated sana. So we prefer the old one. Juu old one unajua pesa tu zitaingia na vile wata distribute pesa. Sasa hii hatuna clue.
We have really struggled kufika place tumefika saa hii. Education itself is not easy. It's really expensive. You guys have really made it expensive. And then after graduation, where are we going?
Juja Member of Parliament George Koimburi called for the abolition of the new university funding model, saying it does not adequately support students' educational aspirations. This comes even as the Kenya Secondary Schools Heads Association Chair Willy Kuria calls for a review of the new funding model, terming it a preserve of the rich.
Na tukiangalia ile process ambayo hao watoto wamewekewa, tunaona hairidhishi na kabisa watoto wengi watabaki nyumbani. Na mimi ningeomba kama hizi pesa zingewekwa kwa NGCDF, ndio kila mbunge aweze kuweka pesa ambazo ni za university, ambazo ni za kusomesha watoto.
I think there should always be a room for the few, depending on how we see how our students are able to move on, because they have to run. And we don't have to make education as a preserve for the rich. So there has to be a way in which all runners find that in Kenya will have to be able to access university education.
Margaret Kimathi, NTV.